Yeah, this is it, the Pro Lite, and this is the second part of the show, so now we're getting down to the real business. If you imagine, basically, the first part of the show was a little bit of sparring, just a little bit of sparring. Now we're getting down to the real business. Joe Clayton with the red plate leads the series. He took both races in Manchester, but he wanted to try and sweep the series, win every race. He had a race behind closed doors earlier today, and that didn't happen. He got into the lead, but there was an incident on the track, a red flag incident, which basically meant we have to count back a lap, and at that point Joe wasn't in the lead, so he's a little bit gutted. He's lost the race, but the pressure's off. He wants redemption, number 14. But Chris Bayliss, number 3, is on fire today, so keep an eye out for him, and do not rule out Jason Mirren, number 10. In fact, don't rule out any of them. Here we go, it's the Pro Lights. These guys want to be pros. They want to try and impress the team managers. One day they'll be out there in the main pro races. Who is going to get this done? Joe's fired up, so is Bayliss. Mirren, number 10, Billy King next to him, then Scooter Webster, then it's Ollie Benton, and then Harry Kimber, Ben Clayton, Alfie Collett. A lot of top names in here. Here we go. Alex Fountain on the far outside. We're just waiting for the green light. Lights to come up. We are going racing again, Newcastle. Second part of the show. Here we go. Get ready. Pick a favourite. It makes it even more fun.
5 seconds of counting. Let's see who gets a whole shot. Oh, it's going to be... That is
Clayton.
Number 14, Clayton out in front. Bayliss close behind. And as expected, the top 3 being Clayton. Mirror in second place with Bayliss pushing hard. And number 161, who is that? On the Joe Clayton pushing way out in front now, Jeff.
Yeah, George Clark, good to see him back with a good start. But Bayliss was so quick this morning. But honestly, number 14 was genuinely gutted with a second. He wanted to win every race. So he is coming out here absolutely charged. And he's wearing the right kit for it. He's got, look at that, so bright and blazing. Billy King with a problem, number 5. Problem with his throttle starting to stick on. You do not need that in an Arenacross race.
It is great to see George Clark, number 161, sitting pretty in 4th place. Oftentimes, that can be one of the best places to be in. Oh no! Bayliss has stalled! Bayliss has stalled, letting George Clark through. And number 381,
Scooter
Webster after that big fall yesterday, so Bayliss has got a lot to do now.
And look at that, number 11, last year's Super Mini champion, moving up to the Pro Lights. That's Ben Clayton, younger brother of Joe, and he's having a storming ride. He is last year's Super Mini champion, moving up to the bigger bikes, and he's having a great one.
That is great to see. Joe's younger brother Ben in the mix right now. Can he advance on Ben? Chris Bayliss, look at this fight up front. Scooter trying to get ahead of George Clark, and once again, could that be the benefit of Chris Bayliss as he trails those two who are fighting it out for 3rd and 4th?
Joe Clayton is focused, eyes out on stalks, total concentration as Scooter Webster goes past Clark, and here comes Bayliss in hot.
Oh no!
Bayliss gone down, has he? No. George Clark, they're meant to be mates.
That was a big old shutdown from Bayliss. It is all fair in love and war when it comes to MX. And he's just apologising to George Clark mid-air.
He absolutely knows they're best of mates. Once you're committed, you can't go back. And that's exactly what happened. And he feels a bit bad about that. He took his best buddy down.
But that does mean that now Bayliss is chasing down Scooter Webster, while Joe Clayton stretches his lead, as does Mirror in second place. The fight is on for 3rd place, and Bayliss needs this if he's going to squeeze himself into that 2nd place spot overall come the end of this race.
Yeah, but it's going good for number 14, Joe Clayton. Here's his younger brother, Ben, as I mentioned, number 11, having a great ride ahead of another brother, as in Greedy is the younger brother out there. Josh Greedy obviously doing well as well, younger brother to Ash. So they're out there, family affair. Those guys have been training in Florida. They got a place over there, go there every winter, and I can't blame them for that.
Now what's happening now, Jeff, is that Joe Clayton is coming up to lap a few of the riders. That one rider being George Clark, who knows that he's doing it. He leaves a space for Joe to go through, which is good of him, but so frustrating for George Clark. Hopefully, Chris is not thinking about that. Chris is thinking about the rider in front of him.
Yeah, Joe is on fire. He's absolutely in the zone. He's been in the zone since he lost that race earlier on this morning. Another good ride from the Ulsterman, Jason Mirror. Of course, we'll be going over to Belfast in a few rounds' time. So he'll be the hometown hero there as Bayliss goes up past Scooter Webster. And now Harry Kimber is all over his good mate, Ben Clayton there for back for us at 5th and 6th, and then Greedy and Benton, the two teammates at it.
That is a tight fight right there with those two. Well, you've got Ben Clayton and Harry Kimber, two riders moving up a division this
Kimber
year.
goes up the inside.
Oh, it's a close down right there. Harry Kimber making a move and making it work. Can Ben Clayton make it back? This is where the fight's at. Right back, and Harry Kimber launching ahead. And now Ben Greedy as well.
Yeah, Ben couldn't get the drive, couldn't make the jump, so he loses 2 spots in 1 lap. Meanwhile, his elder brother, number 14, Joe Clayton, still leading the way. Alfie Collett goes out of this one with a technical front brake issue, so that's his race done. George Clark still circulating on that Silmoto Yamaha. There's Chris Bayliss, number 3, coming through in, what's he, in 2nd? Yep, it's hard to keep up because Clayton is ripping through this field.
Now Chris Bayliss is actually coming out to lap his friend George Clark, who he knocked down into this place with that collision earlier on. Will George let him by? I'm sure he will. I'm sure he knows that it was a complete accident. Here he goes, slowing down for Chris Bayliss to let him through. As Chris chases down the leading pack, Dave Mirror is well out in front, and once again, it is Joe's and Mirror's race to lose in that first and second place respectively now, while Joe is in the middle of this trailing pack.
Yeah, he's got to be smart. He's got to pick his way through. He's coming round again on his last lap. 1 lap to go. He's got a nice big lead, number 14. He's got to be smart. I'm sure his brother will let him by, won't he? You would have thought. You don't want any sibling rivalries at this point. He'll be shouting at him. And believe me, riders do shout at each other to get out of the way. With more colourful language than that, mind you.
There's the brothers right there, 11 and 14, going side by side. Now Joe Clayton comes up onto the Pro Systems team. We've got Greedy and Benton who need to let him by, as they do. But hopefully that doesn't mess them up. And we have a finish and a win for Joe Clayton.
Joe busted out. He'll be made up with that redemption. Okay, he's not going to win every race in the series. That's been and gone. But he's 3 for 4. And that's not a bad way to start your Powered Max Arenacross tour. So give it up for Joe when he gets up there. We're going to get the top 3 up there. I'm not sure. I think Chris got a 2nd. Yeah, and we're just waiting for 3rd. He's gutted. Absolutely gutted. Not that he didn't win. Look at this. That he took his best mate out. These guys...
Hey folks, check that out. Check that out. How much love there is over here for these riders. 2 best mates. They know that anything can happen in Arenacross.
Yeah.
I'm sure George will be gutted, but he knows that's all that can go down.
He knows it happens. They'll probably have a drink on that later on.
Now,
not an alcoholic one.
Now, Jeff, apart from that little incident there, Chris did do storming well to get back against Scooter Webster, who was ahead of him, and he squeezed himself back up onto the podium.
Yeah, Chris had a storming ride. He won the race behind closed doors earlier on. He really quick all day. He is genuinely more gutted that he knocked his mate off than not winning the race.
He was actually 2 laps, he looked over to the left to take where George was mid-air. As if you don't have anything else to concentrate on while you're mid-air of a race.
It's very, very difficult to do that indeed, but obviously at the same time, they're just happy to get it done. So that's the Pro Lights. Are we going to get them up there, or have they got another race? I thought that was it for those guys.
They are done. They're over here, mate.
Oh, you're there. They've already gone down.
You almost got lost. You didn't read the script? You didn't read the script?
Well,
okay.
Just because I can't see.
Hey, ladies. Oh, the work they make you do. Have you got your stepometer on? Because you've been doing some miles tonight, haven't you? Right, we have got our Pro Lights. We have our top 3 trophies ready. We have the boys down here. I'm going to wait for the official 1, 2, 3 from the guys up above. I'm pretty sure it is as it is on the scoreboard. Anybody up there going to tell me? Yeah. We have got the official top places. So are you boys ready? In 3rd place, and lots of applause and cheers and noise from you guys. You know the drill. In 3rd place, and what battles he has had with these other 2 tonight. In the Pro Lights division, can we give it up for Waldridge Honda? It is Chris Bayliss! Taking first blood earlier on today, taking the 3rd place means he ends up on the podium, which can... Hold on. I'm just being told something different in my ear hole. Oh, look at this. Ended up better than you thought. You can stay up here. Right. Hey, guys, I apologize, but these things do happen. Taking 3rd place, the man from Ireland. We're going to be in his home country very shortly. Let's hear it for Jason Mirror! So it is an overall combination of the 2 races, the first of which was behind closed doors, folks. Well done to him. Apologies for that mistake, Jason, but great racing anyway. Take your 3rd place spot. Oh, there you are. Can we do another cheer for this lad? Another one. Let's hear it for Chris Bayliss in second place overall. Okay, well done. This is going to be some hotly contested racing over the series, and we're only at stop 2. This chap, he goes 2 for 2 on the first 2 stops of this Power Max Arena Tour. Let's hear it for the young lad moving up into the Pro Lights category just this year. Let's go, Joe Clayton! Nice work, bud. Get in there, get in there. Okay, are we going to have a little word? Should we have a quick word? Let's have a little word before we move on. Boys, well done to all 3 of you. Some insane racing with this guy. It was getting pretty tight and you were frustrated after that 3rd race. How did that save your mindset moving into this final?
I know Chris is good at starts, so I knew I had to get a good one against him. So I tried my best on the start and I got the better of him this time. But no, it was good. And then after that, it was just stayed smooth. And when we come into traffic, just don't go crazy on him.
Right, I've talked to this lad enough. He gets enough airtime. This guy I haven't spoken to yet this tour. Jason Mira, you are up there in the mix. You are looking very, very much on form. Are you feeling good? And are you feeling that you can move ahead of this 3rd place position?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good this year. I've got a great bike under me. And, you know, Joe was just on a different level tonight. Fair play to him. He's took the win. But we'll try and bounce back in Birmingham next week and go for the win.
Well done, Jason Mira. And we'll see him do good things in Belfast. Let's hear it for our top 3 in the Pro Lights. And Spinner Yui. Give it up, Newcastle, one last time. Well done to them. All right. Now, you guys can take a load off. Big night out in Newcastle, maybe. No, they're after.
Yes.
Yes. No, yes.
Who are you talking about?